Kada taon, may bagong rasyon, kahit nagbabakasyon. Kada taon, umaro-manong umulani sa amin na papanahon. Kada taon, umaangat kahit hindi tumalon. Kada bagong taon, kada taon, lamon, hindi yun nagkataon. Dapat ramdam nyo na hanggang ngayon, maririnig mo pa rin sa lahat ng istasyon. Hanggang ngayon, sa mga telebisyon, maraming imbitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, walang makaawat kasi walang limitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, kasama sa henerasyon, hindi na mabubura yun. Pasalamat nga kayo kasi kahit papano, nakabuo kami ng bagong eroplano. Tsaka mga plano, gamit ang tunog na makabago para makasabay ang mga tao. Garantisado, para kahit ilagay sa radyo, panalo kahit walang hurado. Malino na agad ang mataas ang grado, malakas sa tao pag naglabas ang bago. Sa sasabihin ko, hindi ko gusto mag-ibang, talagang gusto ko lang ipaalam. Hindi mo malaman, ang gawa ko malamang mahihirap ang kabilang tuwin ang mag-aabang. Kasi dito matabang, malasa to walang kulang, kaya malabo na di ka masarapan. Masanay ka na lang, pero pag di ka pa rin nasiyahan, sige lang, di na mahalaga yan. Basta kada taon, magpapaambon, umasong walang patapon. Kada taon, parang dalagitong may dalo, malabong hindi magkaroon. Kada taon, maraming gustong magtanong kung paano kami nagkaroon. Nagabang kami sa pagkakataon, sadya yun, hindi lang basta talaga taon. Hanggang ngayon, maririnig mo pa rin sa lahat ng istasyon. Hanggang ngayon, sa mga telebisyon, maraming imbitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, walang makaawat kasi walang limitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, kasama sa henerasyon, hindi na mabubura yun. Honcho, di kami bumibitaw na matabang kasi madami ang nakaabang. Mga tengang kawali, tropa, kunwari, buhangin sa mata nakiilan. Basta kada taon, sa aming nasyon, putok lagi bulkang mayon. Hindi yun nagkakataon, sadya na yun chong, di ka dapat nagtatatanong. Pilit, may masinit na tapirit namin para makahirit kasi puro mahihilig mamuna. Nauna ka na kita, di mo ba yun napuna? Kaya dapat sa kinang kata mo. Nakatikin mo matisa, kakaisip na upo ko dyan sa chila. Sirit na agad, kaya ako'y masaga. Nauna kang pakit na matakot kapag ako na ang namuna. Nasa amin ang sakong digdang, tunog na wala sa iba. Pag sa amin galing ang kanta, kinakabisado nila, dali mo makakalata. Kaya sinanay ko sa mga anay, sarili kong bangay. Kahit mamamangay, sabay pa tumagay, ganun ko inalay sarili ko bago ako humayangay. Hanggang ngayon, maririnig mo pa rin sa lahat ng istasyon. Hanggang ngayon, sa mga telebisyon, maraming imbitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, walang makaawat kasi walang limitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, kasama sa henerasyon, hindi na mabubura yun.
Sinabi ko na di ba dati pa, wala yan sinong nauna. Mga unang nagturo na unang mamuna. Sarap sinila sinusya sa patusan ko na. Kurap ang gusto, inirapan ko na. Umapir lang saglit o ayun na mula. Inakala nilang bumaba na kami. Paraan lang pala. Para kami lumipad sa asa angat, kinakaingat-ngat. Sino mang makasalubong. Di lang dapat anim ang pinapabanat, madami pang lapat kada hit ang pinapaugong. At hindi lang mga bata ang pinapahanga. Kaya pag nagkain malaking malukong, di lang basta na tumunganga. Lagi may pagata, dapat mapahanga may taksa panalo. Sa amin ang mga kantang, di mo nakalang. Umaalingaw-ngaw sa magkabila ang tenga. Kahit ano ang tema, binabago pananaw, di na pwede mawala sa eksena. Kahit na ikulong o ikadena na may kasamang murang malutong. Taon-taon, laging uhaw, palaging gutong. Kaya ngayon, alam mo na yun.
Hanggang ngayon, maririnig mo pa rin sa lahat ng istasyon. Hanggang ngayon, sa mga telebisyon, maraming imbitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, walang makaawat kasi walang limitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, kasama sa henerasyon, hindi na mabubura yun.
Wala na panahon para magtapon. Ang oras sumanam naman na di nagkataon. Kung paano bumaon, sa pandinig naman sasabihin mo pa ba na patapon. Yung kaya kong kitain ng isang gabi lang ay kailangan mong ipasok na buong taon din. Kahit natutulog ay sumasamsam, kaya puro mga bitira nagdadamdem. Instant na kasi pag sa amin, nagmula lagi pumapalo tumahatang sa takiya. Minsan na kasi kung dami gumawa, flawless shit, di kailangan na masiya. Lahat natuloy, gusto kami na masira. Engage lang kasi sa galaw na pambihira. Wala tumatala kahit sino ang manira. Paano sasabihin na mawawala ng tira parang bigte na adikto? Di mawawala ng aril to. Bawal sumakay dito sa racket ko, kami lang ang paangat dito. Kung taliwas ka sa amin ito karit ko, nakatutok na sa sentido. Bigay ko sa mga iho, para pwede ka sumalang sa aming grito.
Hanggang ngayon, maririnig mo pa rin sa lahat ng istasyon. Hanggang ngayon, sa mga telebisyon, maraming imbitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, walang makaawat kasi walang limitasyon. Hanggang ngayon, kasama sa henerasyon, hindi na mabubura yun.
Huwag kang magtaka, alam mo na yan. At di na dapat pinapaliwanag. Nung tumilim sa rap Simon, di ba isa kami sa nagpaliwanag? Pagpasok pa lang, lahat ng windang, di mapaliwanag ang mga pagmumukha. Pinagbabali namin mga maling akala nung humakot kami ng tibay. Wala pang tinitira pero laging merong sulat. Silang mga galit para sa amin merong sulat. Parang naniligaw lang laging sabit na makausap. Habang kami pakape-kape, hindi sila kausap. Ang gusto kong sabihin lang, kahit nakatiko ang bibig namin ay meron ng sinabi. Nauna ka sa pila, ano ang pakito kami naman pinipilahan ng madami. Parang iiwan ay masasabi naman lang sa ni Joe Frazier. Yung Rainmaker, mayabang masabihin pero kami yung kahulugan ng salita na hitmaker. Di matatanggi, malabong mabura. Gamitin sa katutak man na eraser. Stay there, huwag yun ang piliting lumabas kami bilang mga retailer.
Hanggang ngayon, maririnig mo pa rin sa lahat ng istasyon.
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We're excited to have with us two-time NBA scoring champion, Shaquille O'Neal.
Hey, Kevin.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Hey, Greg, what's going on? Greg, you got some of that when I was scoring champ.
Oh, man.
You got some of those battles.
I always tell the story. We were playing the Lakers in the conference finals with the Blazers. And Shaq had
Playoff season so important.
Okay, start na tayo.
Look out west. Look at the Jazz. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
Sitting in first place.
This is Ratigan Gaming.
Looking like they
Gandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Hapon pa ba? Tama. 2:26 ng hapon.
four spots from there.
Philippine
And see where
time.
Utah is. They
Yan,
have caught
araw ng
the
linggo.
entire league off guard. This
Diyan,
does
diyan na
not
tayo.
position anyone
Sana okay lang kayo dyan
they
lahat.
need
Mag-ingat kayo
at this
palagi.
stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair.
UTA
O'Neal
Jazz.
is out there.
11.
Got it.
Los Angeles
Gobert
Lakers.
in at the center.
Yo.
And for Los Angeles, Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Morris in at the 4. Morris with the rebound. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers.
And Shaq, you were the dominant force of your era. You could argue LeBron has dominated his as well. When you think about his greatness as a player, what stands out to you?
I hope I don't ruffle any feathers by saying this, but he may be the greatest athlete ever. He's got a very complete skill set. His durability, the years he's played at a high level. There's only one other guy that has done that. We all know his name, but like I said, I hope I didn't ruffle any feathers.
No, we like the honesty. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I mean, he's tailor-made for those pick and roll sets. Gobert, a big-time finisher on the move.
Kuzma outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Another miss by Kuzma. Kuzma's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Mitchell wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Because he's so good at putting the ball on the floor and making plays, the 3 is going to be available to Donovan Mitchell.
Your passes to Drummond. Inside, here's Caldwell Pope. Good D by Mitchell.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
From the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. And now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Frank Vogel. David.
Well, Kevin, he admitted defensively he's concerned. He said, we're going up against a team that sees the floor very well, and they're quick to take advantage of mistakes. So we have to be quick and smart in our rotations, or we'll get eaten alive. Guys, we'll see who wins out in this battle of adjustments.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Which is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of energy. We could see them go to their bench early to try and stay fresh.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect
Ayan,
the
layo
rim,
ko pala sa
Greg, a
net.
little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Mitchell ulit.
To the inside. Conley.
What a hard foul.
Foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots.
Para kay Schroeder.
It's on Dennis
Ayan,
Schroeder.
sinaw si
The
Conley.
cleverness of Conley getting the defender to be way too handsy with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% shooter there.
First
And
free
they've
throw
been able to count
para sa
him
UTA Jazz.
in his
Tingnan
shots
natin.
from the line.
The first one falls. Shaq, one of the tough things for a post player, you generally have to rely on someone else to get you the ball. What, with that view, what makes a good or great playmaker?
Well, they got to have great ball control. They have to thread the needle. You know, floor spacing is also very important. You know, if your defender is dumbing down on the post, you got to help him get there and eat.
And the big man's gotta eat.
Walang para sa
You see
Lakers.
his belly?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, puya. Drummond.
And Drummond is right there.
Put that.
A man among boys on the offensive glass. Andre Drummond picks up a lot of extra points this way.
Medyo
It's
may
Gobert
tumatakbo sa
with the
gitna.
ball for the Jazz. They lead by 4. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal.
O'Neal.
Back to Mitchell. The pass to O'Neal.
Mismatch.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Oh, good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Conley dishes to Gobert. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Mitchell.
Bumukol ng tres,
And the
wala.
quickness and long arms of
Rebound ngayon para sa
KCP
Lakers.
does a good job of getting into the shooter.
And
Wait,
stolen
excuse me,
by
yan.
Bogdanovich. Tries from 16. Here's O'Neal.
Whoop, what a fake. Wala.
Good D by Drummond.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
To the middle. Morris with the bucket. It's a tie ball game.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're
Yeah, pinastas ng
Talking about
basketball.
how awards are determined, people claim there's a level of voter fatigue. So many things to vote for without much meaning. If there's something you could change, Shaq, about the process of all that voting, what would it be?
I think I would probably have the players. Players should have a little bit more say in who wins their votes. And I think you give votes to people who have actually stepped in the court. And we have a lot of legends that play the court. I think we should, create this thing of ours. And you would definitely be included because me and you have been around since 1989. It was also the first year I met Ernie Johnson.
No kidding, yeah.
It just hit me.
Still
It just hit me.
Para sa Lakers, ganda ng depensa ng Lakers. Sa kanilang unang
And it's sent back by
quarter.
O'Neal. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Out to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope trying to break free. Count that one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jazz trail by 3.
Nasa pa pala si Clarkson.
Now Clarkson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Bogdanovich wide open. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Clarkson with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
And Shaq, your kids are getting to the age where they're on everyone's radar as prospects. Talk about the role that you play in that process.
I tell them that I can help them through recruitment so they make informed decisions. But, ultimately the choices are their own. I told them that, yes, I am your father, but when we talk about certain things, I'm not your father, I am your advisor.
And how has it gone so far? Like in the very first parts of you going through this process, how's that gone?
Well, I like to live the deja vu process. The same thing that my father did for
Kumayo.
me. I do the same thing for my kids. I just
Ano
tell
kami,
them,
Chen?
hey, you make the
Nasa
decision,
kanya Clarkson.
and I'll either tell you it's a good decision, it's a bad decision, but I'll have to ultimately respect what you say. So I just try to stay out of it.
Great honesty.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Matthews, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Horton Tucker. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
And the Lakers call time here. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
We should take this chance now to go to the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and run down the top free throw shooters. Number 1, Jordan Clarkson.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
Here's Harold. Rejection by
Isa pa.
Favors.
7-4 arm span of Favors paying big dividends when it comes to rim protection.
And
Clarkson
here's the
yan.
fast break. Clarkson leading the way.
Pinalipad.
And slam dunk by
One.
Gobert.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
The Lakers trade.
And Shaq, we talked about free throw shooting. For some guys, it's always going to be an issue. What have the new intentional fouling rules done to make the game better?
I think it cuts down on the endless fouling. I think the new rules also make the game go faster. You know, this game is meant to be entertaining and go fast. You don't want to spend 4 or 5 minutes, which turn into 30 minutes by just fouling a guy who can't shoot free throws. That never happened to me because Shakovich was 97% of the time. So that rule wouldn't work for me anyway.
It does give it a better pace, you're right. Another shot. And Harold with the lay-in. Good.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
Clarkson passes to Favors. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 3.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Matthews with the jam.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Ingles passes to Mitchell. He kicks to Favors. Pocket 6. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Clarkson finds Gobert. And Gasol sends it down.
Former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol showing his stuff.
George Niang, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 1. Caruso, the pass to Gasol. And it goes down 2 points.
Love the effort from Marc Gasol. Physical defense, but he wasn't deterred.
They say landing in the right situation, Shaq, important for any player's career. What traits, as you go back and look and
What?
see
Ayun na nga.
now, you played, what traits separate the great organizations in this game?
Well, one, you got to have experience. So I think you got to have some battlers up there and out there. I think you got to have
Another steal. Wala.
Jerry West, Mitch Kupchak. You got to understand the players in the game. And you have to have a commitment and a culture of respect and trust.
And Jordan
Ayun,
Clarkson is
nag-foul
going
na.
to pick up the foul.
Yeah.
That is his first foul of the game. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah. Gasol deciding where to go with it. Here's Horton Tucker. Ingles covering. 2 on the clock. Harold trying to free himself up. Gasol, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Matthews with the steal. Knocked away. And stolen by Favors. Over in the corner, Conley. And the 3 ball is good. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end off the catch.
Here's Caruso. Over by Conley. Harold. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Ooh.
By Favors.
Favors.
That's a big
With a
deal.
jam.
But Derek Favors shrugging off contact and helping his team.
Lakers trail by 3. Caruso, the pass to Gasol. Here's Caruso. Back to Gasol. And Gasol with the dunk.
He's not your prototypical high-flying roll man, but Marc Gasol, no doubt,
Clarkson.
can get it done.
Now 8
Screen,
seconds
screen,
separating the 2
screen. It's screen.
Lobs it up for Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
The chemistry Favors has with his teammates is outstanding. Really punches the basket through the rim on these alley-oop jams.
LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Knocks it loose, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. Eight seconds left here in the opening quarter. Good.
Really
Now
well
play.
done there. Just confident
Like
and
Clarkson.
composed, never
Yeah.
in a hurry.
4 seconds left.
1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Utah. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be right back after this. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end and my playmaking ability. This year, I'm just trying to be a consistent defender, find my teammates.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
So on the floor for Utah, Clarkson is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Favors. And it's Niang in at the four-man position. Andre Drummond's checked in for Los Angeles. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Alex Caruso. And Utah also making a switch. Conley's checked in. The offensive rebound. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Michael Conley picks one up.
A nightly double-double machine. Andre Drummond gives you reliable production.
The Lakers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That free throw, no good. Shaq, everyone knows how dominant you were in the offensive end, but do you think you get enough credit for what you did on the defensive side of things?
Well, first of all, Mr. Kevin Harlan, I'm not known for defense, even though I was a 3-time all-defensive second team.
I knew that.
It's a reason on second team. I'm not worried about playing defense. However, I averaged 3 or more block shots twice a game.
That's a really good number, isn't it?
Well, good enough to get you 4.
And you could argue that his best defense was his offense.
Sure, exactly.
You can steal that one, too.
How many of that do you have, like 5 of those?
No,
now,
3.
right?
I got 3.
Okay, good.
He's been polishing up this move. Drummond with the monster jam off the drive.
Yes, with
Utah
7
leading.
turnovers.
And here is Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Snatched up. Tries again. And Kuzma puts it in. Kuzma's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Rebounding often comes down to who wants it more. And Kuzma understands the value of second chance points.
Ingles can't get it to go. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Go into the rack with energy. Isn't the D afraid to cut him off?
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. That's it.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and the rejection by Favorites. And the wide open shot from Morris. And no good. And it's Utah the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. O'Neal comes in for Derek Favors. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell, they get it again. Conley finds Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Utah. That one good for 2. Conley's got 6 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Shaq, when you talk with NBA historians, guys that coached against you, former referees, they all say you were the most difficult player to call games for as a referee. This was because there was so much contact back then, both ways.
Well, listen, I understand it's hard to find the balance. I don't want to disrespect the referees. They're a vital part of this game. They do a wonderful job. Some say I got away with too much, and others say I got hacked every play.
We did get hacked at it.
I know, but I don't.
I think you did get hacked. In all fairness, you did. Well, first of all, you had to hit Shaq harder. You couldn't foul him the way or bump him the way you bump a normal player. He ended up getting hurt more. But he also got away with it.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Nice drive. If you overplay Kuzma's jump shot, he can put it on the deck and go around you.
Here's Mitchell. Now the pass to O'Neal. The rebound by the Lakers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You know what happens. You start to miss a few. You develop a lack of confidence, and suddenly it becomes contagious.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And that one's good. Schroeder's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Schroeder. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Turnover again.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
There's a certain electricity to Schroeder's game, this time with a statement finish.
Here's Conley, pass to O'Neal. Schroeder against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell in the corner. 6 to shoot. Back to Gobert. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
Doesn't miss much on the court. Mitchell's awareness helps him execute in the pick and roll.
And the Lakers call time here.
Kada taon, maangat kahit hindi tumalon. Kada bagong taon, kada taon lamon, hindi yun nagkataon. Dapat ramdam nyo na hanggang ngayon. Maririnig ko pa rin sa lahat
for Utah. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Jazz on D. And Matthews kicks to Harrell. Pass to Caruso. Gasol against Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Harrell down low. Back to Gasol.
Good defense
O'Neal
by
with the
Clarkson.
rebound. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Gobert. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
What a game for Rudy. We don't expect this every night, but it's an encouraging sign.
Stolen by Mitchell. Jumps up. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Gasol against Gobert. Here's Harrell. And again, no good by the Lakers. Utah's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. So they take the lead. And it's 9 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball movement.
The pass to Horton Tucker. Out to the right wing. Gasol is down. Pass to Matthews. Beyond the arc. And the Lakers get it back. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Harrell's got 7.
And this is Harrell's game, a skilled interior player who plays with tenacity.
Mitchell dishes to Clarkson. Mitchell passes to Clarkson. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
And here comes the break. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Failure to take care of the basketball against Donovan Mitchell, you're asking for trouble.
Lakers trail by 4. Here's Caruso. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too. I'm a big fan.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that. I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's
I don't
okay.
want to go back upstairs with
It's fun.
Ernie and Kenny.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't
want to stay here with you guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
You know, Greg, there are good players, and there are great players, and there are superstars. And then there's Shaq.
I mean, he once said he'd like to be known as
The
Big Aristotle.
because Aristotle said excellence is not a singular act, it's a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. Well, Shaq's lived by that on and off the court.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Clarkson's running. Ingles in the corner. Feeds it to Favors. And it's the Lakers on the break. Matthews, no one around him. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Matthews has got 5.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish.
Double.
The Jazz making a switch here. Niang's checked in. The Jazz shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And really, the form at the
I like
line
that Jordan.
has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. No luck that time either. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Clarkson on the wing. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Donovan Mitchell is comfortable playing at all three levels. He's playing at his highest level tonight offensively.
Stolen by Mitchell. In transition. Here come the Jazz. On the wing, Ingles. It could go. And so it's the Utah Jazz going the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin, here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Contavious.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And now, the 2K.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye, Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call, you know.
That is.
Unang puntos para sa Lakers.
KD's got a couple.
56 to
Kyrie's
61.
got a ring.
Lamang pa rin ng
It's a
Utah Jazz.
tough call.
May lumipad.
PG is more
Nakuha.
I think it's a
Clarkson yung laban sa Kuzma.
I agree.
Nice defense.
All fueled up.
Pero
and ready
rebound
to
pa
go.
ni Clarkson.
Let's reset the
Tumatakbo
watch.
si Donovan Mitchell kanan. Ayun, nakagaw na naman. Oh, what another turnover para sa Utah Jazz. Nakakarami na po tayo, no?
Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Kuzma.
Ayun,
At the 3 spot.
hard foul.
Catching the defender
Binigay ni
off
O'Neal.
balance. Schroeder with quick recognition out there.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Schroeder hits them both. Jazz leading by 3. Now here's Conley. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Good at that. Ayan.
All the way. Great anticipation.
Sa Lakers, naghahabol.
You want to put yourself in a
60 to
position
61.
to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
And so he makes both from the line.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game. And Drummond kicks to Morris. Passes to Schroeder.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter. And Kuzma slams it in.
Love how forceful Kuzma is. When he's driving with purpose, he's a threat to dunk.
Here's O'Neal. Out to Conley. Gobert in the corner. And stolen by Drummond. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Kuzma. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kuzma's got 14.
That's the energy you want in your offense. Kuzma with young legs beats everyone in transition.
Outside Conley.
Ano
It's
ba?
stolen by Schroeder.
Turnover again para sa Utah Jazz.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
Mitchell niya tumatakbo. Yun, pinasa. Ba't mo pinasa?
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley.
Ayan,
That
4th
will
foul
be
na ni
his
Mike
4th
Conley.
foul of the game.
And the next one
Nasa
puts him
kanya
in the
Clarkson.
bonus.
Schroeder passes to Caldwell Pope. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Napatime-out na ng Utah Jazz.
Point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Nakaka-play galing sa
Timeout is
Lakers.
called first of
Ganda.
the game for the Jazz.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Schroeder against Conley. Gobert in the corner. Outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell is double. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Conley. And it's stolen by Drummond. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Back to O'Neal. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. Shoots over Schroeder. That one wide left.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
At yun na nga nakahabol ng mga Lakers, no?
Is obvious. Get the
Tingnan
ball
natin kung
inside
masustain nila.
and go strong to the rim.
Mitchell, let's go. Galaw-galaw na.
He's picked up by Drummond.
Turnover ulit.
Caldwell Pope outside. Stolen
Ay,
by
nakabawi.
O'Neal.
Let's go. Takbo na, Conley.
And now Utah, fast break. Conley leading the charge. Mitchell is double.
Double team.
It's
Uy!
stolen by Moore.
Another team. By the Lakers. Amazing.
Caldwell Pope right side. That's it for his 5th fake of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Mitchell is double. Conley the pass to Gobert.
Okay, so dinadouble team ngayon si
And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Pulls up. High post. It's
Oh,
stolen by
another
Moore.
turnover. Ano yata ang game ko na may pinakamaraming
Here's
turnover.
Kuzma. And too long on the shot. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Mitchell. And it's
Oh,
blocked.
what a defense.
Few blocks, few shots.
By Caldwell Pope.
Stepping up and gets all of that one.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure.
Momentum ngayon nasa Lakers. Sunod-sunod ang kanilang score.
They've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why we didn't have closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the Lakers making a change here. Harrell's checked in.
And at last
Tapos wala pa si Lebron, wala si David. Ano na lang kung nandun sila? Ditambak? Lalo?
Low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And it's contagious. Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Alex Caruso is checked in for Los Angeles. A switcher also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in. Outside, Buck
Clarkson pala, binalik na. Tingnan natin kung may spark.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That's good from Schroeder.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Lakers leading by 7. Nobody near Schroeder. Good on the 3-point shot. Schroeder's got 10 points in the quarter.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Here's Clarkson. Goes back up, and it's Favors laying it in. Favors got 12.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possession. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Marc Gasol is checked in for Drummond. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 8. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Poked away. It's stolen by Ingles. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here they come. Here's Horton Tucker. Whistle blows. Basket is
Another foul.
So a chance here for a
Ano
3-point
to?
play.
Nabibismin ka pa tayo?
Stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Jazz shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Jazz passing it around. Favors passes to Conley. From deep Ingles. Here's Favors.
What a defense
He's
again.
not gonna go for it.
Ang ganda ng depensa ng Lakers niya, no?
The other way. Pass to Harrell. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 11. Clarkson passes to Ingles. Back to Clarkson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
And the Lakers making a change here. Matthews is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Here's Caruso. Banked in off
Ano
the
na? Pagod na.
Caruso's got
Ba?
the lead at the 12 now for the
May
Lakers.
laban lang.
The Jazz shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. They double him with Matthews. Gasol with the steal. Here's Horton Tucker. Finished off
Ano
the
na
break.
nangyari?
Horton Tucker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Caruso looking for an opening. He doesn't hit that one.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Eagles can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 14. Lets it go from the wing. Horton Tucker, that's good.
Okay. At lumaki na nga ang kalamangan.
In the game.
And they
Sa
work the ball
puntos.
around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Unbelievable.
The Jazz with another miss.
He is just
Mahabol pa kaya?
brilliant.
Tingnan natin sa
Right
fourth
for the other
quarter.
team, the shooting has just been poor.
Magkakaroon ba ng comeback? Is comeback for real? Comeback is real. Let's go.
He feeds it to Hill. And Hill
Oh, hindi.
A big man with great
96
lift.
to 74 para sa Lakers. Hindi pa putpos ang laban. Third quarter pa lamang tayo.
And favors kicks to Bogdanovich. Clarkson against Matthews. Here's Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming
Talaga.
up, and they call the
Talaga
shot.
naman.
It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Wesley Matthews.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
The feed now to O'Neal. It's
Rapid,
holding by Los
rapid,
Angeles. Harrell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley.
Tapusin natin itong third quarter na to. Ha?
And due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
Regroup
It's his
tayo
first
sa
trip to the
fourth.
line. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, much improved foul shooting.
Nabot na ng 20.
Also starting to
Grabe.
get to the line at a
First
higher rate.
time.
And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. 7 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to put in the ball.
Nagtapos na ang karumal-dumal na third quarter.
Decide whether to shoot it.
Lakers,
whether
biglang
to
umarangkada.
pass. He's your catalyst
Ayan.
right now.
Well, through 3
Alam
quarters
mo,
of play, down double
hindi
digits,
napapaawat,
it may be difficult
grabe.
to overcome.
Napakagaling ng pinakita ng Lakers doon. No? So, bale, nahirapan ng Utah Jazz.
Time to step aside quickly, but
Lahat
we'll be
halos
back
ng
in
player
no
nila hindi
time with the
makashoot.
start of the
Pero,
fourth quarter.
tingnan natin ang mangyayari sa ating fourth quarter. Utah Jazz laban sa Lakers. 96 to 78. Malayo-layong habulan pa.
And now we have a moment.
Subaybayan natin fourth quarter.
Our state
Susunod na.
assist of the
Let's
game.
go.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great.
Pero bakit panoorin naman natin ang
Go
assist of the
with the
game?
ball, and how about the perfect
Ayun.
delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful
Pagmulan
play.
na natin fourth quarter. Bola para sa Utah
And there have been
Jazz.
2
Yan.
very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Wala na mga
Taking a
pagod-pagod
look
ha.
at the Jazz. Conley
Yeah,
runs the
huh?
point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5 roaming the paint. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Utah. Dribble against Mitchell. Off with the layup. Now the Lakers on the break. And he jams it with authority.
Ito na nga, 20 na.
Hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
And the Jazz call time here. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes some leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Lakers. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And this is going to be a Michael Porter. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Here's Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Here's Harold.
Oh, hindi bababa yun. Ay, wala ko na sa 100 points. Ang Lakers 78 pa lang. Para sa UTA Jazz.
Mitchell outside. It's good. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Kuzma outside. Morris against O'Neal, and the pass to Caldwell Pope. And here is Harold. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harold against Clarkson. Second chance effort. Gobert dishes to Clarkson. Here's O'Neal. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the ball. His third foul so far. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers leading by 22. Oh, Morris in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The pass by Schroeder, finding the right balance between scoring and facilitating.
Clarkson on the wing. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. The reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious, that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Schroeder against Mitchell. He hangs in there, cashes in on the second chance point.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Clarkson. O'Neal trying to break free. Takes it off the glass.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Lakers leading by 22. That's tipped. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Drummond passes to Caldwell Pope. And yes, it's good. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call.
First foul pala ni Drummond.
Not really fair to the defender. How do you challenge an offensive force like Mitchell when he has that kind of pump fake?
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
The Lakers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Mitchell against Schroeder. Out to Morris. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Morris has got 9 points now in just the second half. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Steve, if you were playing in this,
Yun, 6 fouls na rin.
do you think you'd be on social
Nagmamadoy
media?
din sa
That's
kanila.
a great
Buti
question,
naman.
Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously, there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positives from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time as far as social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Harrell, he's checked in front of Kumbo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Alfonso McKinney. And it's Alex Caruso in for McLemore. Here's Morris. Clock at 6. Here's Caruso, defended by Ilyasova. And that one's good, Caruso.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Schroeder looking around. Floats it up there for Harrell. And Harrell.
Aliyo pa. At makakahabol.
Harold can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
Here's Ilyasova. Great D that time from Harrell. And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of 5-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars, for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency.
Catching up
Kaya na mag-mintis ang Lakers.
Horton Tucker's
Diba?
checked in. And it's Matthews in for Alex Caruso. There's Thomas with the 3. Another miss by Utah.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on
Ayun,
him to
press
continue
pala.
missing.
Ayan.
And Matthews gets it to go. And on the assist by Schroeder.
And he is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And it's still a rare
Inis
sight
nga
to
kayo.
see
Inis
rebound
ako sa
numbers
mga
like the ones
player
he's
na
had
to.
tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch.
Ayun,
There's more to his
defensive
game
rebound
than
din.
threes and dunks.
Oo, revert.
The shot by Oni, no good. Can they get it?
Wala
Tucker
pa
with the
rin.
rebound. Horton Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Matthews, plenty of space. Cans the shot with
Ang
nobody
what
near.
a game by the Lakers.
Matthews has
Talaga
got 5
namang
points now in
napakaganda
the
ng
quarter.
nilaro nila.
The assist totals,
Yeah,
Kevin,
Dan.
just continue
Okay.
to grow. They're way ahead in that category.
With
Far
only
more than
4
they've
minutes
been
left.
off.
And the Jazz call time.
Malabo. Malabo
And
na.
the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down
Okay, shoutout sa'yo, Awam. Sitso Awam, we. Yan, shout out.
brother allowing himself to be bullied.
Nagkakatambakan.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Dennis Schroeder.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. And the call will be against George Niang. That is his first foul of the game. McLemore's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Horton Tucker. Ingles covering. It's deflected.
Unlike
man.
this scenario, Joe Ingles times it perfectly, comes up with the rare rejection.
Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And
Wala pa
foul on
rin
the shot,
talaga
so
naman.
he'll get a chance at the line.
Pushing the action, Donovan Mitchell has an innate ability to make people foul him.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. So it's the Lakers now.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And the first one drops.
At the line for your Lakers, Taylor Horton-Tucker.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Utah's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Aston Yang. Mitchell outside. Niang passes to Clarkson. Kicks it to Mitchell. From deep Ingles. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Off target at the rim.
Grabe. Ayaw pa rin.
LA's gone 2-3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Horton-Tucker. Covered by Mitchell. Right at the free throw line. Horton-Tucker's shot is off. And the Jazz pushing it up now. The finish. Passes it to Gobert. Here's Niang. They double him with Matthews. On the wing, Ingles. Another miss by Utah.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
Tapos na po ang laban na to with only 2 minutes left. Grabe na ang tambakan.
And good on the second.
Hindi
So
na
he
tayo
gets them both.
pinaskor.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clarkson! Wala.
A shot by Clarkson, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off.
139.
It can result in missing everything.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Wala na. Ang scoring.
Utah is shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Clarkson. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Partida. Walang LeBron.
In the corner,
Walang
it's
AD.
McLemore. Off target from three-point range. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And he gets the whistle.
Final
Two
pa.
free throws coming up.
No
First
question he got
time.
bumped on that shot.
Grabe na.
Shooting for
Sobrang lala.
Free throw missing.
Frustrated ang mga players natin.
taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
Okay.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, bumalik na naman kayo mga bench. Ginagawa niyo
There's the
dito.
pass to Morgan. Looking to end the run.
Ah, yun.
Yes, that goes in. Morgan's got his first points of the game.
Okay.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But, in particular, a real good game it was for Dennis Schroeder.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor.
Pati
And it's
energy
easy
ko
to see
nawala eh.
he was a difference maker.
Pambihira.
And he's good on the second. To the wing on the left. Here's Oni.
Oni! Wala pa rin.
3 off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he likes
Ano ba?
that
Ano
back.
naman?
That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Los Angeles. Taylor Horton-Tucker. At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Outside Thomas. The Jazz with another miss.
Yan, yun na.
Thought that
Yung
triple
foul.
was gonna fall.
Matthews passes to Horton Tucker.
Ayan, kasi hindi ko laro araw-araw.
Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
So technical pa. Ah,
And the technical free throw is good.
controllers down. Tapos na ang laban nila.
Here's
8
Horton
seconds left.
Tucker.
Maraming salamat. UTA Jazz. Laban sa Lakers. Nanalo ang Lakers 140-92. 1. And the game is over.
So it's the
Ayan.
Lakers taking care of business here.
Tragic
They
ang
pulled out an
pagkapanalo.
showing
Ay, yung pagkatalo pala.
that, they're
Wow.
fortunate.
Kala natin makakahaba na.
Could really
Bumula
be a
tayo sa ating
defining one
sa third
for what
quarter.
they can do
Ang
and
ganda na
what they
pinakita
are
ng
playing
Lakers.
at their best. I mean, being here
Ang
at
daming
home,
turnover.
no doubt
So yung mga factors,
and
no
the
turnovers,
execution
fatigue,
was flawless.
frustration, nandun na lahat
And
sa
now let's
third
catch up with
quarter
Brian
hanggang
David.
sa fourth
Good job.
quarter.
Thanks so much.
Lumaki pa lalo.
That's gonna do it
Nagkaroon ng
tonight,
momentum
folks.
ang Lakers. At kaya naman, lumamang sila at tuluyang pinanalo ang laban. So tingnan natin ang ating summary. Ayan. Hindi yan. Hindi yan. Highlights yan. Okay, makikita natin dito, no? Field goal, 38% lang para sa Utah Jazz. Lakers with 57. Hanapin natin ang turnover ay... Yun! 22 turnovers. 10 points lang na-convert nila para sa Utah Jazz. Samantalang ang Los Angeles, 12 turnovers lang. At 26 ang na-convert nila into points. Team fouls, whopping 30 team fouls. Yan. 13 lang ang binigay ng Lakers. At biggest lead ng Lakers, 48 points. Lakers naman, Utah Jazz naman, biggest lead nila is 7. Yan. So, unang laban para sa week na to. Unang talo rin sa buwan na to. Hindi. Talo na ba tayo naman? Basta yun. Matagal-tagal na tayong hindi natatalo. Ay, naka. What a way to start the week. Okay. Maraming salamat. Ingat kayo palagi. At huwag kalimutan mag-face mask. And di pa tapos ang ating laban sa COVID. Ingat-ingat lagi, ha? Ayan. At may paparating pa palang bagyo. Nako. Ayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-iingat. Sana isama na ng bagyo ang COVID. Pati ang mga official na ugok. Okay. Kaya maraming salamat ulit. Ako po si Ratchet Gaming. Maraming salamat. Babush!
Mga bata ang pinapahanga, kaya pag nagkain malaking malukong, di na basta na to